Hello and welcome to Manufacturing Partners with host Susan Foltz. I'm Patrick Dengel, executive producer of the OSU RILE Programming and Small Business Development Specialist with the Ohio State University, located here at South Centers in Piketon, Ohio. Susan is the director of the Manufacturing Assistance Program with the Office of Small Business and Entrepreneurship under the direction of the Ohio Development Services Agency. Welcome, Susan. It's great to be able to be a co-host with you today.
Thank you, Patrick, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, I think it's really great. You know, I did a little bit of research as far as the manufacturing program goes and talk about all the different kinds of services that you are making available, and the Department of Entrepreneurship is making available to many of the individuals throughout the state of Ohio.
Sure. The program's main mission is to drive productivity, growth, innovation, and global competitiveness for Ohio manufacturers.
Yeah, so I think we have a screen up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we focus on those small, medium-sized manufacturers.
Oh, yeah.
We want to look to increase their sales, create new jobs, and especially retain the existing jobs, generate cost savings, as well as look for new ways to do business. We do that through a lot of new technologies that you may see in robotics or other, they call it Internet of Things, the IoT, workforce development and training. We also look for ways to help them improve management practices using Lean and Six Sigma.
You know, it's rather interesting that in the state of Ohio, we have 3 different designations of kinds of businesses, and I'm only including those for-profit businesses. We have the retail sales, we have the service, and the most important part is manufacturing. And for the state of Ohio, manufacturing has been a very ongoing program that has really benefited many Ohioans. Am I not correct?
Correct. Currently, there are more than 14,000 manufacturers in the state, and they range in 0 to 20 employees, from 20 to 100, and then to capture all the small, medium-sized, we go up to 500 employees. And then, of course, we have several larger manufacturers that end up having thousands of employees, like Honda, P&G, all those big guys across the state.
And it's also interesting, we have about 44,000 different vocations that individuals can enter. And likewise, we have a variety of different manufacturing companies. Most people think that manufacturing companies is putting block A onto block B and bolting it in, but that's not the case, isn't it?
Correct. We have manufacturing that goes across several different verticals. So we're looking at not just the machinists and the hands-on manufacturing, but getting into healthcare. There's a lot of medical devices that are made in Ohio, aerospace and defense. There are a lot of things going on with the military, trying to look for new technology and how they put some of the equipment together today.
You know, it's also interesting in our agricultural end. Food becomes a very important part. I like food, and I just can't seem to keep away from it, but we have a number of different industrial plants that deal with all making various different kinds of food. Do we not?
Correct. And what we can do is we have a center that's specialized in food. The SIFT is the Center for Innovative Food Technology, and they're in the Toledo area. They take a product from the farm to production. So they can get all the labeling that's required on all the new food products. They talk about ways to preserve the food. So there's a lot of things that go into taking food from the farm to the table.
That is very, very true. And I think most of the time individuals sort of forget about the food and the production. Growing is an extremely important part. I think in our Ohio, agriculture is the second largest industry. Is that correct?
Correct.
And our farmers make a tremendous amount of different, unique kinds of things. I know at Ohio State University South Centers, we've been having a number of different training programs in hops. As you know, microbreweries are an important part. They are a manufacturing kind of brewery, and hops is an important ingredient, and so we've been encouraging many farms to at least take a look at hops and see if they can grow it rather than export it from other states.
Right, right. And they are kind of unique because of the way you have to grow them they grow up a long pole.
Yes.
When it's time to harvest them, you have to be prepared to do that right away.
Yes.
There's no delay, or the taste may diminish when you start to use them. Yeah.
So that food technology, but they're just one of 7 different major groups that help people throughout Ohio. And my question, I guess my first question is, why did we sort of select groups of areas and not just have one? Was it because people have different manufacturing needs throughout the state of Ohio?
That's true. Plus, we want to be able to offer those services in the local community so that the manufacturer doesn't have to travel halfway across the state.
That's true. That's true.
Much like the SBDC, they want to be a part of the community and really understand the business needs. And then they develop programs around what those needs are. So each affiliate, is what we call them, has some specific expertise, but then we want them out there providing a general manufacturing assistance also.
Well, you brought a map that sort of outlines some of the different areas, and as we're looking here, different colors of sort of designate those areas. Just out of curiosity, are they allowed to cross lines? In other words, one person from Cincinnati, would it be considered poor or bad if they were to go to another area and assist?
Not at all. We want them to be able to work across the state. And in that situation, we realize that there may be additional travel involved. So say someone in the Cleveland or Northeast area is in need of expertise with robotics and Internet of Things. So we can send an expert from TechSolve in Cincinnati to the area to help them.
Huh.
And vice.
I'm sorry. Before we get into each segments, you were kind enough to sort of split out what some of the specific areas were. You also have a manufacturing day coming up. Care to tell a little bit about that?
Sure. This is probably the 8th year that we've been doing it. It's a part of a national program, Manufacturing Day. 2 years ago, Ohio had more visits, which the purpose around the day is try to connect high school students to the manufacturing environment, so they understand how manufacturing has changed since the days that our fathers for manufacturing. How the manufacturing floor is different. They're using technology in new ways that they had never used before. And that there are a lot of new elements of manufacturing. So we want to expose those high school students to the opportunities. Maybe not every student is cut out for a 4-year college degree.
That's true.
And
you're true. That's true.
We're looking for ways to get them certificates, say in welding or in some of the food processing. Looking at aerospace, learning about quality. Some of the new things that would be exciting to students. So we want to expose them to that opportunity. And then be able to help them once we identify where they do want to go, be able to direct them to the right kind of training. The employers, a lot of employers have on-the-job training, or they'll pay for tuition reimbursement up to a certain point. So there's a lot of opportunities for students coming out of school now. It doesn't have to be a 4-year college degree.
That's true.
There's a lot of stigma placed with that, and a lot of parents say, I want my student to get that college education because they're not going to be able to progress. But we've found that there are career opportunities for those students who are really good with electronics, that are really good with robotics, and they understand the interminglings of all the machines that go together.
Well, that's why you're such a proponent of the high school internship programs. Care to expand on that a little bit?
Sure. We have, through a partnership with Magnet in Northeast Ohio, we've allocated funds to help students that can identify a manufacturing facility that they can work part-time for as an internship. The state program is willing to subsidize up to $1,500, half of a $3,000 payroll.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, there's an opportunity for us to get in front of those students again, give them some real hands-on experience. And in a lot of cases, the manufacturers are ready to take them on as an employee then and look for ways to help them in their career develop within their company so that they've got a real edge within the manufacturer.
Well, you know, the MEP program has been involved in not only supporting the internships. You know, money becomes an important factor, but you've also been involved with additive manufacturing subsidies. And
right.
Care to speak a little bit about that?
Sure. Through our partner at FASTLANE, which is an office within the University of Dayton Research Institute, they have developed a formal process to bring new people into the additive manufacturing or 3D printing. We see the need in a lot of smaller manufacturers to do small batch processing, so it may be better for them to partner with a service bureau in their local area that can farm out some specific order for a small batch. Maybe they need 50 to 100 pieces of an item that could be 3D printed. And 3D printing has come a long way. It used to be it was for fun. Now you can take reverse engineering to create a part that maybe is not available in the marketplace anymore and be able to retrofit what you need to keep going in your equipment.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal with the technology. Hey, we're talking with Susan Foltz. She's the director of the Manufacturing Assistance Program with the Office of Small Business and Entrepreneurship under the direction of the Ohio Development Services Agency. We're going to take a quick break and come right back with Susan. Hey, welcome back. We're talking with a variety of different issues on the manufacturing program called Manufacturing Partners with Susan Foltz as the host. I'm Patrick Dengel, small business development counselor, ex-executive producer of our OSU RIO TV programs, and we're talking a little bit about many different aspects of the manufacturing in the state of Ohio. And Susan, you were starting to talk a little bit about some of the different areas. If we can get that map again. And as we look at the map, etc., here we see the state of Ohio with the 7 different areas to where a specific manufacturing program assists. And on a general basis, care to just sort of introduce the listening audience to the 7 different ones? I think we have a menu of a slide also.
Sure. In the blue northwest area, our primary partner there is CIF, the Center for Innovative Food Research, for Food Technology. They also partner with Northwest State Community College and Rhodes State College to provide those local aspects for manufacturers that can't travel. They're working in their business every day, so we need to have a local environment where they can connect. As we go down to the central area, the gray, that's where we have FASTLANE at the University of Dayton Research Institute. Their focus is a lot around aerospace, engineering, Lean Six Sigma. So they can help just about any manufacturer that comes in the door to get their quality processes up in place. And then as we go farther south, in the southwest is Techsolve in Cincinnati area, and they provide that high technology Internet of Things research capability for a business to be able to, say, operate without being on the facility. They have set up maintenance. They can go in and set up a maintenance schedule with your equipment where the computer will automatically tell you when it's time to check the maintenance schedule. Maybe the production is off for a day, and they can take an immediate look at it instead of waiting until the end of the production day or a few days later to determine what's going on. As we swoop around toward the east, you've got the southeast area, which is currently covered by the Appalachian Partnership for Economic Growth, APEG, out of Nelsonville. And soon they will be transitioning out, and a new partner will come in, which is the Ohio State University at the Center for Design and Manufacturing Excellence. And they will have locations in almost every county for service at the local extension offices. They'll have a group of manufacturing experts throughout the area to help with the variety of manufacturing needs. And then they'll also have access to their Columbus, Ohio location that's filled with all kinds of high-tech equipment to help study, research, experiment with manufacturer needs.
You know, one of the things that if I can just interrupt you for a minute, one of the things that they do have also is they try to incorporate their engineers in classroom study to get hands-on to the manufacturing company. I think Dayton does that. I think all of the different programs do that, because not only does it help that business, but students many times can look at something a little bit different than somebody that is greatly experienced and say, oh, we ought to do this. And everyone's going, I didn't think of that. So it's very important to include the students.
It sure is. And it always takes us to a new level of understanding and offer new insight. So always, and Ohio State has a great internship program that they've brought in the engineers and the students and be able to work on a lot of research or design projects that manufacturers need help with. And a lot of times they don't have access to those services within their organization because that would be pretty costly to keep them on board all the time. So that's why they have access through the MEP program.
Very good.
And then with Ohio State there in Central Ohio, we have PolymerOhio, who is the state's leader in polymers. Plastics, we know there's a big variety. There are a lot of new coming out in the plastics area across the state, and they kind of lead the charge and make sure that manufacturers have access to that. And then to top it off, there in the Northeast, we have Magnet, and Magnet has an in-house incubator. They have a lot of expertise in workforce. They're leading our statewide program for the high school internship. They have also engineers on staff that help with design, new technology. So we've got a lot of great partners in the state and just want to make sure that manufacturers know that this is available to them.
One of the concerns that many manufacturing companies always talk about is, can they find quality individuals that are well trained? And I think your program is one of those leaders who's trying to have opportunities for students to learn more.
Right. There are a lot more opportunities to access, and Magnet is by far the state's leader in putting that together. They also have access to apprenticeships. We're trying to get an apprenticeship brought to Ohio that can help us take those high school students that have made the decision that they want to go from the classroom into manufacturing. They may need a certificate to operate specific equipment. Maybe it's a CNC machine. Maybe it's actually a welder. And then they would be able to train for the certificate. And we're trying to find ways to help employers in ensuring that they can get reimbursed for some of those training expenses.
I think that's fantastic.
But it costs a lot of money if you're not tapped into all the right resources.
That is true. That is true. We only have a couple of minutes left, Susan, and it's been really a pleasure working with you. I know that up in Columbus, you do your very best, and the agency does its very best, and the small business entrepreneurship programs do their very best to get out into the field and to not be just located in Columbus, but you try to expand throughout the state of Ohio, and I want to thank you, and if you have some things you want to add to that, I think that's very important for the state of Ohio.
I would welcome anyone to visit our website. We're on development.ohio.gov/Ohio MEP. You can feel free to call me if you have any questions. My direct dial number is 614-752-2587. And if you want to email me, it's susan.foltz@development.ohio.gov. We're here to help Ohio manufacturers step into the next century and be prepared for whatever comes down the road.
And what we'll do, Susan, is we're going to put that down below, the different contact information, so that way individuals can be willing to contact you or contact anyone in the offices. Ohio has a variety of different network services, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of that. Susan, thank you very much for all the information, the pictures. I always look forward to telling Mick, hey Mick, you should be there, and then I come in and so I really appreciate you letting me be co-host today. So on behalf of Susan Folts, again, Susan Folts is the Executive Director of the Manufacturing Assistance Program with the Small Business Entrepreneurship under the Ohio Development Services Agency. In that regards, I'm Patrick Dengel. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to having you view another Manufacturing Partners next month.